right here. Rico Hines, assistant coach with the Philadelphia 76ers, former assistant here in Sactown. Rico, what's up, my guy? How you doing? You're on with Drapes and CG.
Cal, how you doing, man? What's up, CG? How y'all doing, man? Thanks for having me.
Right on, man. Good to have you aboard.
Yeah, no, hey, I'm gonna just start the conversation off, Rico. CG is a SC guy. He's a USC guy, so he may come with some crazy questions for you, just so you know.
No, it's all good. It's all love now, man. It's all love.
I feel that because I've been away long enough that now I'm watching UCLA on TV and going, yeah, I hope they win. It's like, what did I just say?
Rico,
love, man.
yeah.
And now with the transfer portal, man, like it's crazy. You can transfer from USC to UCLA. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
And they ain't even got to change apartments or anything. You know what I mean?
Man,
you can't. That's crazy. Hey, where you at now, Rico? In LA? You got your summer runs kicking off?
I mean, I'm still sitting. I wish I could FaceTime. I'm still sitting in the gym. We just finished.
Okay.
Everybody out. I just got everybody out of the gym, man. So I said, let me call you guys before I got in the car and drove back to the house, man. Yeah, I'm in LA. We just literally finished. We've been here all day.
Tell me about those summer runs, man. If people don't know, some of the most competitive pickup games, and the guys push each other. And I know you push the guys as well. How did that start? Your involvement. Just tell me about those summer runs down there.
Well, it started a long time ago, man, way before me, with, even before Magic started it started a long time ago with like Walt Hazard and Marcus Johnson and all the UCLA guys, man, and all the pros that were around in Los Angeles, in the Los Angeles area. And it just started a long, long time ago, man. And then when I signed to come play at UCLA, Magic Johnson was running it then. You know what I mean? So just coming on a recruiting trip, man, and then signing my letter of intent to come here and then come into summer school, and you get a chance to come in this gym every day. You got Magic Johnson, Hakeem Olajuwon, Penny Hardaway, you name it. They're in here. You know what I mean? They're playing pickup, and we had that luxury of just finishing up class every morning and then coming over here in the evenings and playing, man. So it went on a long time, way before me. And then, once I finished my college career and then started getting into coaching, man, it had stopped for a second. And then, I had a lot of guys that I was working out already. And we just started it back up. I just started it back up, man. I just put a little different twist on it than they did by having different coaches on every floor, kind of officiating the games and kind of running it and telling them what to do. More like a chance to kind of coach them a little bit too in the summertime. You know what I mean? It's one thing to train in the summertime, but it's another thing to just go play pickup too. And a lot of guys do it, but sometimes it can get watered down as far as just rolling the basketball out and dudes doing whatever they want to do. Mine is a little bit more structured. It's not for everybody. You know what I mean? Obviously, because I'm a coach, and I'll tell you exactly what I think you probably should be doing or shouldn't be doing. And sometimes guys don't like that. So it's fine, but it's not for everybody. But we love it, man. And I always have a good turnout. And, it helps guys get better in the summer. I've seen a lot of guys go from two-way contracts to main contracts, from Euro Cup to Euro League, from marginal NBA players to $50 million for their career, and from late first round picks to superstars and max contracts. So I've seen it all in here, man.
Yeah. And
I'm just fortunate that these guys get allow me to help them out with their games in the summer, man. It's a lot of fun. It's hot in here because I'm sitting here right now. It's hot.
I know that gym well, man.
Yeah, but I always tell guys this, man. It's a lot of ghost in here, man. Like it's a lot of condition and ghost in here, man. It's John Wooden's former basketball gym and court where he coached at. His old chalkboard is right over here on the side. And I've seen, like I said, I've seen a lot of guys come and go through this gym and make a lot of money for themselves. So it's just a great place to come in and socialize after you finish hooping for that day. Like you just sit around, they just sit around and talk to each other about a lot of different things. So it's great. It's a great environment, man. And I'm very thankful that guys trust me with their game.
Hey, I know in the past we've had guys like Harrison Barnes, Davion. Any current Kings that down there right now working out?
No current Kings right now, man. I'm sure I get a chance to see them through at some point in the summer. Like the funny thing is, I normally started earlier, but I just started. This is only our third day for the summer. We just started. Normally I start earlier, but we just had so much going on with our team and stuff like that I didn't get a chance to start earlier. But it's been 3-court, 60 guys in here since Monday, like going every day, man. So no current Kings right now, but I'm sure I get a chance to see some throughout the summer.
Rico, you were talking about love earlier, and one thing that you and I can absolutely agree on is that we both, as a Pac-12 guy and to a Pac-12 guy, we love the Pac-12. The conference of champions, I mean, and it didn't have to be basketball, football, could have been men's or women's volleyball, track at Drake Stadium, didn't matter where it was. Those rivalries, those matchups were fantastic. I'm really curious how you feel about UCLA and the rest on the West Coast, SC, Oregon, and Washington, but in particular, your alma mater going to the Big Ten.
Man, like, you know, I played in the Pac-10. You know what I mean? So it was even before the Pac-12, and I'm old enough to understand the Pac-8 as well. So, you know, it was. You know, the thing is, man, like, I hated to see it go because it's definitely the conference of champions in my Bill Walton voice. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna miss the Pac, but I'm gonna miss the Pac-10. Excuse me, I missed the Pac-10. I'm definitely gonna miss the Pac-12. It's just. The thing is, man, I'm not one of those bitter dudes that's like, I understand growth. You know what I mean? I understand people got to do what they got to do and what's going on with the world nowadays and as far as money and things like that. So I'm going to miss it, but I also understand the business side of it. You know what I mean? And people got to do what they got to do, man. And I just said this on a podcast yesterday. I did Patrick Beverly's podcast yesterday, and I was just like, I don't want to never be the old dude that's sitting back with some Skechers on and some baggies. Like, man, in our day, we said, nah, man, I want to be able to continue to grow too. You know what I mean? So, however, whatever's best for everybody, and about growth and just seeing things through a different lens, I'm here for it, man. But I'm definitely gonna miss it. So, you know.
Yeah, the same here, man. Same here. Rico Hines, assistant coach with the Philadelphia 76ers, joining the drive. Guys, Rico, how excited are you to get back to Philly and get this thing started with all the additions you made, most notably Paul George going to Philly now?
Yeah, man, we're excited, man. Our front office did a great job of reloading us, man, and we're excited. Our main thing is just, you know, you're trying to stay healthy, just like any other good NBA team. You know, you need a little bit of luck with trying to stay healthy. You know what I mean? So hopefully we don't get bit by the injury bug and continue to stay healthy. And then, you know, we added a lot of good pieces with PG and we re-signed, obviously, Tyrese, who's a superstar and he's such a hard worker, man. He works his butt off. I see him all the time and work with him all the time. And he's an even better person than he is basketball player. So re-signing him was crucial. And then also re-signing Kelly Oubre was a big part of what we do, and getting a backup big and Andre Drummond and getting a key veteran like Eric Gordon and added Caleb Martin was huge. So we retooled with a lot of guys, and we're excited about it, man. Like I said, we just got to stay healthy and be able to, you know, when you add so many new guys, you got to get chemistry, right? You got to make sure that everybody can play together and kind of. You know, get to know each other, understand each other, man. And Coach Nurse does a good job of that. So we have a tight knit group as a staff. So, you know, we just got to stay healthy, get some chemistry, man, and try to win some ball games. But we're very excited. We're very, very excited what we added, man. We think we got a chance. So we'll see.
Rico, listen, we got three Philly guys here. Obviously, you know, Drape's the Philly guy. I'm a Philly guy. And one of the things about Philly, and you know this as well as anybody, is there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of noise in Philly. And how do you, as a coach, you guys as a staff, how do you shut out the noise? I mean, to me, it still bothers me the amount of Knicks fans that were down there, and that made me nuts. How do you shut out that noise with the media there?
They were loud in there. I ain't even gonna lie, man. Those Knicks they were loud in there. I had never experienced anything like that. But you know, you just keep the main thing, man. Trying to get your guys confident, try to get them better, try to understand what we're trying to do as schematically every game, and just trying to go out and compete and put your best foot forward. Like that was our whole thing, man. There's no secret sauce to it. We just continue to just keep our blinders on, keep our head down, and try to go out and perform the best we can. We have very passionate fans, and there are very passionate fans in Philadelphia. Whether that's the Eagles, the Flyers, us, you know what I'm saying? Like they're just passionate fans. They love their sports, and they're very knowledgeable of what's going on. And their thing is, you know, just play hard, play your best, give it your best shot, and be confident, and then they'll do the rest. So we want to try to hopefully give them what they ask for and play as hard as we can, man, and let the chips fall where they may. But I think I think Daryl and EB and those guys have done a good job of putting together a good crew for us.
Mm-hmm.
So we gonna go out there and compete, man, and do the best we can. But as far as just shutting out the noise, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. All we can do is control how hard we play, man, and understand what we're doing as a team. That's it.
Rico, Boston's still the team to beat out east, even with all the moves you guys made. Is that who everybody's gunning for?
I mean, they're the champs, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You always got to beat the champs. You gotta beat them. You know what I mean? And they've done a great job over the past few years of retooling and adding Drew Holiday and KP and those guys, man. And that's the team. You know what I mean? But I think everybody in the East has gotten better, man. I think the whole NBA has gotten better, man.
Mm-hmm.
You got teams like New York who retooled by signing OG and those guys, man. They're tough, man. They have a style of play that's very, very tough. You know what I mean? So, but it takes a little bit of luck from everybody, man, as far as just staying healthy. Like I think we were like 31-9 with Joel healthy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Something like that. That's a big number. You know what I mean? So we just got to stay healthy and see what happens then. But Boston are the champs, so you got to beat the champs, right?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You mentioned Joel, PG, Paul George coming there. For me, the swizzle stick that everything surrounds on that team is Tyrese Maxey. I love watching him play basketball. What is the ceiling for him, or is there no ceiling for him?
Man, he's so young, right? And he works. I mean, I've been around everybody, man, and he's up there. He's at the very top of all the guys of how hard he works. You know what I mean? I've seen them all and worked with a lot of guys, but he's of all the people I've ever worked with, man, he's in the top 3 of hardest working people that I've ever worked with ever. I mean, he's a worker, man. I'm talking about he works, and he's like 23 years old. You know what I mean? And he doesn't even know how good he is yet. He already is averaging like 26 a night almost on a very, very good team, most improved player in the league. I think he's on his way, man. He's on his way, but he's definitely a big part of what we do. I think he's a superstar in this league. I really, really believe that. I know he is, and I think he's only scratching the surface of how good he can really be. And he's such a Pied Piper, man. People love being around him. I've never seen him have a bad day. Never. I'm talking about he's
always smiling and everything.
Oh, man, first person in the gym. We in there first every day, and he's smiling and happy. But he comes from such a good family. If you met his mom and dad and his family, you'll understand because they're great people and they did a good job of raising him, man. So he never has a bad day, and he's only scratching the surface of how good he could be, man. I'm very, very happy for him and proud of him.
Hey, Rico, you spent a few years here in Sacramento. Things have changed a little bit. The team seems to, have turned the corner. They're winning now, 48 wins a couple years ago, 46 this last year. When you look at the Kings, when you scout the Kings, what are some of the differences you see versus when you were here?
Man, first of all, I'm happy for those guys, man. A lot of those guys I have great relationships with, man. And so I'm very, very happy that they got stuff turned around. And obviously the fans there, they deserve it. They deserve a winning product. And the front office has done a good job too, man, of hiring good coaches and more importantly, just putting some good pieces around DeAaron. You know what I mean? Which is that's where it starts. You know what I mean? Right. Putting great pieces around him because the kid has done a good job of turning himself into a superstar as well. So kudos to them for that. But they play fast. They have a style of play. And they shoot threes, you know what I mean? and those teams are always hard to beat. I think the main thing with them, man, is just obviously staying healthy too, keeping everybody healthy. And then now adding DeMar, they got 2 guys that can close. They added 2 guys that can close at the end of games. Foxy already can close. They got DeMar who understands how to play basketball and understands how to conserve until the end of the game and really, really take over in the fourth quarters like he always does, which is huge. I think he's going to add a different kind of swagger to that team. I think he's going to add a different type of – because he's such a good dude. I've known DeMar forever. He's just a solid dude, man. He just got a great presence about him, and he's a good leader. You know what I mean? He cares. He loves basketball. He's a good leader. He got a Compton swag, which is really, really needed over there. And it'll be fun to watch that team. And the more they play defense, the better they'll be. You know what I mean? And I think they do a good job of trying to implement things with Mike Brown's system on the defensive side. So stopping DeAaron, you know what I mean? Obviously, the hub of the wheel is DeMontis. You know what I mean? By passing all his passing and playmaking, and he's such a beast down low. I think they got a good three-headed monster. And Malik Monk, man, I thought he was phenomenal. You know what I mean? I thought he really did a good job this year of when they went through droughts, him just being a playmaker, not just making shots and getting buckets like he does. I think he's a much underrated passer than what people think he is. He did a great job of making plays a lot off the pick and roll and stuff like that. So re-signing him was huge. I think they have a great team. I think they'll do well.
Your owner, Josh Harris, he's also a managing partner of the New Jersey Devils and the Washington Commanders. What do you say to the fan? What do you say to the media guy in Philly? And I've talked to folks there, and they've said this to me, so I'm curious to get your take. What do you say to the fan of the media guy there that says, Josh Harris, he provides the team with what they need. The funds are there, but he's got other loyalties, and he's not as committed to the Sixers as he is to the Devils and the Commanders.
I never heard that before.
Oh, yeah.
I've never heard that.
I'll gladly text you some of the comments. Really?
I've never heard that, man. I don't get caught up in the comments and all of that stuff. He provides everything he needs for us. Obviously, we just went out and re-signed a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, and we have a great team, and we get a chance to, I have never felt that way from what the team he just put together for us and helped put together for us by opening up his checkbook. I haven't heard that, so
that's good then.
To me, that's just noise. I mean, we do. There's never been anything from our standpoint as a coaching staff that we've asked for that we haven't gotten. You know what I mean? And we put together a really, really good team. So I've never heard that.
Hey, Rico, one thing I like about you, Bobby Jackson, I'll even throw our boy Doug Christie in, is you push the players. You don't let the players off the hook. Don't let them settle. What did you see in Foxy that led you to believe he could become this kind of guy where he is right now?
Just his overall talent, man. Just his overall talent. You know what I mean? You can see how good he's been good for a long time. And the thing about it, one thing about people don't understand about Fox, he knows he's good. He doesn't really he knows he's good. Like I've spent a lot of time with that young. Like he knows the conversations he knows he's good. He knows he's gonna play. He can play. Our roster just wasn't as talented the few years that I was there. You know what I mean? That he just wasn't as talented as it is now. And he understood that. He's very smart. Fox is very, very smart, and he understood that. So. You know what I mean? And he was just young at the time, man, but he worked, and now I think he works even harder. He's more settled in as far as his marriage and his kids. Yeah. He's more mature, just like any other young dude. You know what I mean? They grow up. I always say young dudes become old dudes. You know what I'm saying? And they don't stay young forever. You know what I'm saying? So it just takes time, but you can see it. You can see talent when it's there or not, man. And you can see talent that's unforced. You know what I mean? And not self-made. His talent came from God. You know what I mean? It just needed to be nurtured and worked and enhanced. That's it. And, coaching staff has done a good job of helping him out with that. And at the same time, he has done a good job of pushing himself and getting everything, all his ducks in a row and trying to maximize his potential. And the organization has put talent around him. So, that helps out too when you got pieces around him so he can showcase who he truly is, and they don't have to triple team him every day. But he's a motherfucker, man. He plays defense. He's a much better defensive player than people think he is. He's a really good defender. He's fast. He can defend, and he's competitive. You know what I mean? So I'm happy for Foxy, man. I'm very happy for him. I'm thankful for the time that I had a chance to work with him.
You obviously you want every aspect of the Sixers to level up and be better, to go further, to go deeper into the playoffs. If you had to single out one aspect of the Sixers, I don't mean a player, but one aspect of the game at either end of the court or in transition, what are you hoping for the most improvement out of this team in the 24-25 season?
I just hope we stay healthy. I'm not even I just want us to be healthy, man. I'm telling you, it's a big thing. You know what I mean? For us to be healthy and obviously adding new guys, man, and our chemistry, our team is going to be what it's going to be as far as our offense. Coach Nurse is in my opinion, a top 5 NBA coach. You know what I mean? In NBA, he's a championship coach. He's won it, and he's a great mind. I'm thankful for the opportunity to be around him so much, man, because he has an open mind. He tries a lot of different things. He thinks outside the box tremendously, you know what I mean, and I'm confident and that he'll lead us in the right way as far as what we need to do as far as adjustments and stuff. Like, he make great adjustments. We'll be fine when it comes to that. I think our main thing is just being healthy, man. I really believe that, being healthy and getting our chemistry together. Because if you think about even our team last year, we were never fully healthy all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we still won a lot of games and should have got out of the first round against the Knicks, but we didn't, and we retooled, and so hopefully we can stay healthy this year and keep it pushing.
Hey, Rico, a lot of talk has been made, about, the West and how strong it is, and I'll sort of end it on this, I guess. When you look at the Western Conference, man, whew, tough, right? Where do the Kings fit in, man? Where does the squad fit in?
Well, I think, and this is a credit to the whole NBA. I think the whole NBA is just tough now.
Yeah.
Like, it's like no nights off no more. You know what I mean? Everywhere, man. Everywhere you go, you got to play somebody. You know what I mean? And now the Western Conference, man, you got Denver, you got the Lakers starting all over. You got obviously Golden State is a championship organization in San Antonio, man. That team is good down there. You know what I mean? I think the Kings will be right there though. You know what I mean? Adding DeMar was huge. I think they'll be right there. Like I said, staying healthy is big. I think they'll be somewhere right at the top of it, man. You know what I mean? We'll see. You got to go out there and play the game, but I think they'll be right there in the mix. I think DeAaron will be motivated. I think he'll be tremendously motivated to come back from a year where they didn't make the playoffs. And I know how competitive DeMontis is as well. And DeMar, man, every time he plays on the team, he can help you get 20 wins, 30 wins, 20 wins just by himself. He can help you get about 20, you know what I mean, just by himself. So, they'll be right there at the top, man. You know what I mean? Probably 50 wins or right there near 50 wins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they'll be right there in the mix of everything, man. They did a good job of retooling.
All right, Rico. All right, I got one more. Sorry about that. I know you got to run, man. I know you're in that hot gym right now, just chilling. One more. Settle a debate. 2024 Olympic team?
Oh, boy.
A 92 Olympic team. Who's winning?
2024 or 92.
What?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Rico. I'm buying a UCLA hat right now.
There you go. It's easy call for me.
Yeah. Me too.
Because you done been around those guys, the 92 guys. You watched them. You've been around these guys too. I maintain the skill level, Rico. The 3-point shooting would give the Dream Team some issues, man.
I know, but they still had number 23, man.
That's it. Thank you.
I think his number was, 6 or 9 is with the Dream Team or something like that.
Yeah, number 9.
Rico, I got to add some context here. My boy Drapes, yesterday he said that way too many of us, meaning you and I, are over-romanticizing about number 23.
I'm not. I just watched it, man, and it was different. he never let us down. Never let us down. He just never let us down, man. Every finals, he just always, and there's nothing against this team, man. These guys are good too. I'm just a Michael guy. That's it, man.
All right. I'll let you slide with that one, Rico. Hey, man, appreciate you, man. Good luck on the season. Can't wait till your Sixers come back here to Sac, man.
No doubt. Thank you guys for having me. I'll see y'all soon. Take care.
All right. That's the legend, Rico Hines, running his summer runs down there on the UCLA campus.
I remember those. Oh, heck yeah. They were legendary, man, and they still are.
Right.
I mean, anybody that could get in there that was invited in there, whew.
Yes, that was the place. All right, coming up, we're going to stick with basketball. NBA.com has just come out with its power rankings for the Western Conference. You won't believe where the Kings are. I got a problem with NBA.com. You'll hear about it next here on The Drive, guys. Sactown Sports, 1140.